How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at some of my top picks for the best budget EDC knives of 2024. I've owned a ton of knives since I started doing YouTube, and even before that I've got a couple little boxes just full of different blades, a lot of which are on the more budget side of things. So I thought today we'd sit down and take a look at some budget options for this video, anything under $100 that are good quality, so you don't go spend your money and waste your money on a bunch of budget junk and then wind up spending a bunch of money that you could have invested into a really nice knife that would have lasted you much longer. We've got stuff here from basically a few bucks all the way up to like $90, but all these are great options to an extent and knives that I really like or mean something to me somewhere along the line. So thought I'd share them with you. Alright, so starting off here for the first one, this one I just threw in here more of so you guys can see where I came from to where I am now. And that is this little, I think it's an Ozark Trail brand, just folding pocket knife that I picked up at Walmart a number of years ago, even before I started YouTube. And it was a cool little knife for me at the time because I was just getting into everyday carry. This knife cost $1.97 when I got it. It was about $3.97 the other day when I was there. So it has gone up over time. Nothing to write home about quality rise, right? But at the same time, for $1.97 or now $3.97, you could have a cutting tool. And while it's not perfect, it is a knife. And the nice thing about it being budget is if you lose it, you're not too worried about it. Now I've had a bunch of other knives in the budget category since then, but that one still holds a special place in my heart because it was one of the first knives that I got. Now moving on to some cooler looking and a little bit more functional knives for the price. This is a clone of the Benchmade Bugout made by HUAAO that I picked up off of Amazon for $25. Now I don't endorse counterfeiting or anything like that, but this is almost an exact copy of the Benchmade Bugout. And when you flick it, you don't really realize it's not a real Benchmade flick until you start flicking with an actual Benchmade and you're like, it's just a touch off, but barely noticeable. So this knife costs about $25, looks and flicks almost exactly like the Benchmade Bugout. Blade steel on this one they claim is 8CR 13 MOV, so more of a budget steel. So far I've found that it holds up pretty well over time, so I would say if you're looking for a knife for $25 and you want that classic Benchmade look without the Benchmade price, then that would be a great option for a budget blade. And also, since it's only $25, if you lose it, you're not brokenhearted that you just lost $180, almost $200 in one knife. Another knife that's great for $25 is also made by the HUAAO company. This is a knockoff of the Benchmade 940. This one came super stiff, so I had someone take it apart and clean it up for me. Now it flicks just like a Benchmade. So yes, they are clones, kind of counterfeits. They're not sold as copies of the Benchmades. They're just named similar things, and you can find them on Amazon. So for what it is, great knife for the price. This one is also made from the same budget, 8CR 13 MOV steel, or that's what they're claiming it is anyway. And same with this one. It sharpens fine. It holds an edge decently well. I mean, it's pretty budget, so it's not going to be perfect. But for what it is and for the price you pay for it, I can't really complain. So those are some great super budget options. Now we're going to get into some of the more name brand stuff. Victorinox Swiss Army Climber. This has been big on my channel. One of the first videos I made that went really big, and one of my most popular videos on the channel is a review of this Victorinox Swiss Army Climber. One of my favorite little Swiss Army knives that I've had for years now, and I would highly recommend this as a great budget option because you get the classic Victorinox look and function, and it's just the perfect size. It's got all the essential tools that you need and nothing else. So $35 for that. Victorinox, Swiss made quality, great knife, and I highly recommend that one. Taking a little bit more of a jump up in price, we have the classic Civivi Elementum. This is really big in the knife community. This one is D2 and green G10 on the handles. Great little knife with a flipper on the bottom so you can flick it right open. It's also got a great pocket clip there on the back. So this one's about $50, super high quality for the price, and of course, pretty big name brand for that one as well. But it is still a really affordable price for a good quality knife. So I would highly recommend the Civivi Elementum as another great budget knife option. And for that $50 price point, you do get a nice case to keep it in, some stickers, and some different stuff like that. So for $50, you're getting more than just a knife, and it is a pretty big name brand in the knife industry this day and age. Taking an even bigger jump in price to $70, we're gonna take a look at the Spyderco Tenacious. This is probably one of my most carried EDC blades, and I'd say one of the more durable ones that I have in the collection for a budget price. I was doing research on this one for the video, and the funny thing is the blade steel on this one is also supposedly 8CR13 MOV, so I'm not sure if it's the exact same blade steel as the other ones or just they claim that and this one actually is. This one is a stainless steel blade as well. It's been coated with a matte black coating. It's got a 4-way reversible pocket clip, so you can flip that pocket clip all over the place. Really cool because you can flick it open with one hand, Spidey flick there. And it's just a great quality knife for the price. Pretty slim, pretty compact, does the job of a knife, and it's got that cool factor because you can flick it open. And it's also all black, and it's got that really great reversible pocket clip, all for just $70. And the handle on this one is G10 as well. And finally, for our last budget knife option here, we have something that's not really a knife. This is a Leatherman Skeletool CX. This is a 7-in-1 multi-tool, one of my favorites coming from Leatherman. American made. You got your knife blade, your pliers, wire cutters, bottle opener, carabiner. You got a nice pocket clip on the back, so it's great for carrying around in your pocket, and the blade is one hand open and closed, which I really like. Leatherman, of course, great reputation, great warranty, so I would recommend the Leatherman Skeletool as well. I know it's $90. It's pushing the limit of budget, but most of these knives, when I got them originally, they were much cheaper than they are now. So budget is relative with inflation and everything like that, but for me, I would say budget is anything under $100. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful taking a look at my top picks for budget everyday carry blades for under $100 in 2024. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, smash that like button 2024 style if you're into that sort of thing, and share this video with a friend. If you're new here, please consider clicking subscribe. We try and make a new video every week. As always, stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next video.